I had a mirror in my room which had a stain on it, and no matter how much I tried, the stain would never come off. And in this stained mirror, I saw the eyes of a shark, deep, dead pools of foreboding and intent, with each victim moving slowly into sight. I'd moved into a bedsit shortly after I'd been discharged from hospital, and I decided to stay in London's anonymity. It was a large Gothic building with many rooms, and there was only myself in the attic and Miss Prendergast, the landlady, who I saw only on rent days. As I said, there were very many rooms, all empty, and I was the only lodger, so it was very good. The hospital were good to me in that they gave me the job as a porter, which I liked very much. Wheeling their bodies down to the morgue gave me a great sense of purpose and pleasure, especially when the bodies had open wounds into which I could see and observe their still organs. But having the high of seeing the inner workings of a human splayed to the fresh air and beating was so much more gratifying than seeing dead things. I mean, they were very much like the dissected rats at school. I'd seen it all before. So I decided to look for more healthy working systems. And over the course of the months that I stayed with Miss Prendergast, I killed 4 people. The first one was an old man in his 60s. He lived across the street from me, and I believe he'd been some kind of circus performer, because from my room I could see into his, and there was an old poster for a travelling circus on the wall. And also he used to play that papa music that they will out of these things. And he played very loud so the whole street could hear it. It's very annoying. Also, he'd juggle balls with his face painted white. And he'd lean out of the window and shout, "You have to laugh or you'll die." I think he was probably correct to say he was a circus performer. Anyway, I killed him. He had this habit of going for walks, you see, so I followed him, and I smashed his head with a hammer, and I dragged him into what I think was a disused garage. I cut him open, and I had a look, and then I burnt him. But I think the blow to the head must have killed him outright, because when I did cut him open, all his organs had stopped. It was very annoying. So I went looking for a more healthier system, and I found one in the Peckham public toilets. A perfectly beautiful young man with a limp. He went for drinks. He had port and lemon, and we went for a walk, and I stabbed him, cut him open, and saw his wonderful heart going through its final thrashings. Not content with seeing the male side of things, I decided to go and look and see how the other half lived. I found a 33-year-old widowed librarian. I knew she was 33 because she told me. It was her birthday, you see. She'd been widowed in a car crash, I think. Such heartache. So I decided to take her for tea at the local McDonald's by the British Museum. And she told me all about her life. Oh, such sadness. Full of lost houses and dead daughters. So I thought I'd better kill her. So I did. But her I didn't inspect, because I was disturbed by a policeman who very, very nearly saw me. But luckily, he didn't. Anyway, would you like some sugar with your tea?